So this is the cookie made with ice cream bites. A few years ago, I found this article on BuzzFeed that basically the whole point of the article was to find out how much cookie dough is in different brands of cookie dough ice creams that you can buy at the supermarket. And by the way, that's the closest I'm ever gonna be to reading a scientific article. But honestly, I was really interested in this because you guys know I like to find out ways that people are being ripped off with foods. Like, this is really interesting to me. So, inspired by this article, I thought it would be really interesting if we actually find out how much cookie dough is in different brands and types of ice cream. But because this is my channel, and I mean, no one else expects anything different, we're also gonna bake the cookie dough inside these containers and transform it into cookies and just find out which one tastes the nicest. And can you even cook it? Like, I honestly don't know if this is possible, so we're gonna find out. I don't know how exactly we're gonna do this. If we use one of these strainers, I think maybe we can sift like the liquid, the ice cream liquid, because this has been, it's almost fully melted. I mean, it's still cold, but melted. I want to start with the Ben&Jerry's because I think this is like the most popular ice cream that you can buy, especially for cookie dough flavor. This one is not anymore. This one is probably the most promising one because I basically got this from a local ice cream place. So this is like supposed to be like actual like Italian gelato. Like, I don't even know what the difference is. So this was the most expensive out of all of them. I also wanted to get a healthy one to see how much cookie dough is in like a healthy ice cream. So Halo Top is like the best brand for this because the whole thing is like 320 calories, which is little. Oh wow. Yeah. So I did my groceries online, and when this arrived to my house, I realized they sent me a birthday cake flavor. So I don't think this is gonna turn into a birthday cake cookie, but I'm still gonna try it. So this was supposed to be the healthy option. And this one is just the wild cards. This is like ice cream bites, but it's supposed to be cookie dough flavor. So let's see if we can bake this. So I'm gonna start with the Ben&Jerry's one because I just think this is the one that everyone wants to know. I have practice with this. I don't know why I'm struggling to open this up because never struggled before. Before everyone freaks out. Wow, that's very liquid. I mean, you will see, but I'm not gonna waste any of this ice cream because this is still cold. I think it's fine to refreeze it without the cookie dough, so I can still eat it. I'm gonna Google it just to make sure it's safe, but in case I can't refreeze this, I'm just gonna drink it like a milkshake because my fear is if this doesn't work for sifting, like that would be the worst thing. I'm gonna try not to make a mess. Oh my god, this actually works. Okay, it's not fully melted though. That was like half of it. Oh no, wait, we need to rethink this. You have to go back in here. I don't think we lost any cookie dough. It's still frozen in the center. Maybe I'm gonna put it in the microwave for like just 10 seconds because if we cook this for too long, we're gonna bake this already and we don't want that because I wanna save the ice cream, bake the cookies separately. I'm gonna hope that this works. This took a little bit longer than I anticipated because I really didn't want it to get like warm because I want to refreeze it. So I still think it's not fully like melted. We're just gonna try it anyways. Where's the cookie dough? You could actually do this without the strainer. Like, it all stays in the bottom. That is what we came here to get. That is the cookie. It's not a lot, but oh my god. So this is the Ben&Jerry cookie. It's more than I thought, but it's still probably like the equivalent to like maybe 2 very small cookies. I don't know. So because we're scientists, I'm gonna write, I tried to do one of those fancy E's. Coming up on my channel, we read the dictionary. Honestly, I need it. Now this, I am going to refreeze. It's literally impossible to show you without spilling, but I put the ice cream back and there's literally the tiniest amount left. This is like 2% cookie dough, I think. So the restaurant one is gonna be really difficult to pour because it doesn't have like an edge. So, oh, this one is practically melted with a few exceptions. It's got solid pieces of cookie. Is this cooked already? Like solid chunks. I mean, I can literally just spoon the chunks. Look, that's a lot more than Ben&Jerry. Like in literally 2 spoons, you know those fancy ice cream places? Maybe it's worth it. And it's got like solid pieces of chocolate. I don't want to speak too soon, but this honestly seems like it's worth an Italian ice cream place. The amount of ice cream is probably even less. I hope you can see it, but it's packed. When you ask your mom for ice cream and she says you've got ice cream at home, the ice cream at home. I didn't think they were gonna need a bigger strainer, but I guess I feel like we're losing tiny pieces, but I'm gonna try to remove as much liquid as possible. Wow. So this is how much cookie dough we got from a restaurant, like an actual ice cream place. That's a lot more. On camera it kind of seems like a similar amount, but I'm telling you that this is probably like double. I think we're gonna leave the wild card for last because I'm not expecting much from this one, but I think we're gonna do this one because it's fully melted. So I'm gonna pour this one back, and this is basically just cookie dough infused ice cream, which is also what I call when I buy ice cream from the supermarket brand. Please no one get disappointed if the birthday cake one doesn't work. I had good intentions, but so I think this one is fully melted, so this should make... Why is this ice cream so thick? I don't know if you guys have ever had these Halo Top ice creams. I think it's like sugar-free. It's supposed to be really healthy. It's like slime. We might need a spoon here. We're gonna go full on Martha Stewart, but I don't think this one's got any chunks or anything. This is why it's so low in calories. It's literally got a few spots of color, but then it's all just melting into one slime. There are literally like 6 sprinkles there in the corner. Of course, this is 320 calories. It's like oxygen and whatever this white stuff is. Those like 6 sprinkles there in the back, that's all we've got in the whole ice cream. It does smell good, so I'm gonna criticize it, but I'm still gonna eat the whole thing. So we're gonna open the wild card. I don't know what brand this is, Little Moons, but I do know that it was slightly overpriced. Also, I shook the whole box a lot. I'm sure it tastes the same. It's got a lot of cookie dough. The whole thing is like cookie dough. It also says wait 5 minutes before eating. No, that's funny. I think the outside is made of like entirely of cookie dough or something. Ooh, this is like a really soft cookie dough though. Because it's all stuck in there, like I don't know if you can see. So I'm just gonna try to remove these bits that are not too liquidy. This one definitely has the most amount of cookie dough, but we're gonna see by the size of the cookies really. I don't know, this is some weird mixture. I don't know if you can see, but this one is like really, really soft. I'm gonna write ice cream bites in this one because I guess that's what this is. It's like condensed milk. I don't know if that's gonna freeze, but as you can see, here we've got the 3 samples. So on this side, the ice cream bites, the Ben&Jerry, and the restaurant version. So we're gonna bake all 3. We're gonna prepare this baking sheet. Maybe this spray would be sufficient, but... So this is... Let's make sure the paper. Ice cream bites is gonna be the first one. I take this stuff way too seriously. Ben&Jerry's. So there you go, it's all written in there. So now we are just going to plate our cookie, but we might need some like paper towels. I feel like this is never going to come out of this paper. This was a terrible idea, but I mean, whatever. So this is going to be the ice cream bites cookie. I was kind of making fun of the Ben&Jerry's cookie dough, but honestly, it's definitely like the one that feels the most like actual cookie dough, like it's solid. It's just a little bit less. It's gonna be like a double chocolate cookie because it's like liquidy in some places. Now for the restaurant version, this is kind of interesting because it seems like it's cooked already. Like it could be wrong. I can just use my hand because it's so solid. Like how is that gonna become a cookie? I don't fully understand how this is going to become a cookie, but in terms of amount, I think this one is slightly more than this one. It's just that it's solid, so it's not spreading as much. Ben&Jerry's is definitely the smallest one. Let me try to show you, like, so you can kind of see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bake this. Maybe I'm gonna put some like foil in the middle just to make sure they don't become like one giant cookie. I'm gonna say 8 to 10 minutes cooking. I think that'll be sufficient because this is not like a whole lot, so... I'm gonna switch the oven off because it's been 8 minutes on the clock. It does smell a little bit weird, but I mean, oh my god. I cannot wait to show you this. I don't even think I needed this foil around it because they didn't actually grow that much. This is really, really interesting. So this is the cookie made with ice cream bites. Why does that actually look pretty good? Kind of looks like a homemade cookie. Like, how weird is that? It's definitely the softest one, but like, I'm not disappointed in this. So this is the one that truly, like, I am speechless. This is the Ben&Jerry cookie dough ice cream cookie. Like, it looks like a real cookie. On camera, I don't think this angle is doing it justice. I think from this side, it's got more color to it. It's also a little bit of like, it's got a bit of melted chocolate. To me, this looks more like the right color for a cookie. Like, it's dark. It looks like a real cookie. So the last reveal, this is the restaurant one. And I think this is the one that we probably expected it to be like the healthiest looking one, like the homemade looking one. Look at that lumpy mess. Why does it look like that? It doesn't even look like a real cookie. I can't move it too much because it's still very warm. So in real life, to me, this is the most appetizing one, the Ben&Jerry's one. It doesn't even look like that small anymore, so I don't even know if I was right or wrong about this. Let me see if giving you guys like a wider shot, you can kind of see it a little bit better. Like, this one is definitely the worst one, which I did not expect because it's so lumpy. Like I said, we waited for them to cool down a little bit. It's kind of weird, they don't move. Like, also, do you know when people make a board with like their aspirations? What's the name of that? A vision board? Here's my vision board. So I'm gonna start with the ice cream bites one. I mean, I have to say, even the bottom of it, that looks a whole lot like an actual cookie. It might not be the prettiest, right? But I honestly don't think this is like processed stuff. I'm gonna break it and you guys will see how soft this is. It's like, it almost, it doesn't fall apart. Like, it's almost like cake. And the dough is really soft, but we're gonna give it a try. Oh my god. Wow. That's incredible. It's super crispy, like I think you can hear it when I bite the edge, but then in the center, it almost tastes like cookie dough. So next in line is the Ben&Jerry's one. Wait, like I thought it was more like a real cookie, but it might be a little bit overcooked or something. Like the bottom, it's really, really dark in the bottom, but I mean, it does still look incredible. I could be wrong. I think it's because it's got a lot of sugar. That happens when you add too much sugar to cookie dough. I mean, it's still soft in the center. What am I saying? I think it's still gonna be great. So this is the Ben&Jerry one. Wow. I mean, oh, I like that better. Wow, that's... Wow. I could be wrong, but I think I know why I prefer this one. So the actual cookie dough, like the part that is not the chocolate chips, like it's got a lot of sugar, but that is because they use like real chocolate, good quality dark chocolate. I don't know, I think to balance that out, they probably make the dough a little bit sweeter, which results in a really crunchy cookie. But I actually prefer that. This one tasted real as well, like a real homemade cookie, but this one tastes like expensive ingredients, like the chocolate, that dark chocolate. This next one is the restaurant one. It's so ugly. You know when you go on those healthy, like low-calorie recipe blogs and they make like oatmeal cookies? It looks like that. So we're gonna break this one. It's gonna be really... It's weird because it's lumpy, but look. It's almost like... it's not like a real cookie. Do you see? It falls into like 4 pieces, while the other ones physically, it's like a real cookie. We're still gonna try it. Wow, just really doughy. It's like it didn't cook. It is a cookie, so I don't hate it, but it's really weird because just smelling it, like if I had to guess just from the smell, this one smells a lot like vanilla, so I just assumed that it would be like the best one, but it isn't. This is also a visual representation of the flavors out of all of them. It's still good, but it tastes like cookie dough. It's like it doesn't cook, like maybe they didn't put like flour in it or something. Honestly, truly speechless that this came together. I do have to say that the results are shocking. I would say that the winner is the Ben&Jerry cookie. Does this make me want to eat Ben&Jerry more? I guess so. The restaurant one maybe could be because it's like more like homemade or something, or maybe it isn't and they lie. This was probably a silly idea, but I think when I go to America, this would be a lot more interesting because they've got a lot more variety of cookie dough ice cream. So if that's something that you want to watch, please don't forget to give this video a like. And next time when I can travel, if I go to America, I will actually try this again, but we can probably do like a 8 cookie, and we can also do it blindfolded. Now that would be interesting, so you know what to do if you want to see that. Also guys, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. All you have to do is scroll down, subscribe button. Only do it if you like my videos. You don't have to do it if you didn't have a good time, but you know, just reminding you the subscribe button exists. Thank you for watching. Shockingly, and I didn't think I would say this in this video, I think this was worth just eating plain vanilla ice cream now, because this is truly an experience. This Ben&Jerry one, the world needs to know about this, truly. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.